So if you're a woman getting divorced and you're worried about the meetings ahead, what going into court might feel like, mediation, hearings, and you'd like some really useful strategies for dealing with those and coping with those, then this is the video for you. This is Willow Brook Lifestyle Financial Planning YouTube channel. I'm Kerry Griffiths, and I'm joined by an amazing guest today, Claire Black. Claire and I work together with our divorcing clients. She's a coach as well as an NLP practitioner and an author. And the thing that I love about Claire is how practical the help she gives is. So she's written a book, which I love. It tells us all about her story and her journey through divorce. And there's some real empathy there. But what it also does is share the things that she knows through her NLP practitioner work and also through her coaching work that she knows is going to have a really big impact and help you put in place steps and strategies on a day-by-day basis. So I'm going to hand over to Claire and she can tell you a little bit more about the things that you could be doing to get prepared for those meetings. Hello, Claire.
Hi, Kerry. Thank you very much for having me again. Lovely to be back.
Yeah, it's great to have you back.
So I work with a lot of clients who are really worried about, it might be a meeting that they're going to with their ex, or it might be a court hearing, or perhaps a mediation session that they have to go to, and they're worried about how to prepare for that. These things can fill you with fear and dread and make you feel very anxious and very stressed. Yeah. So I've developed over the time that I've been helping people through these things, a set of strategies that I help people with to support them to feel confident going into those meetings, that court hearing, that mediation session.
Perfect.
So the first thing really is very practical. So make sure that you have everything that you need. Mm-hmm. So make sure that if you're attending a court hearing or mediation, that you have pens, you have paper, you've got a drink, you've perhaps got some snacks. Even if it's online, you know, you're not going to have lots of time to go rushing backwards and forwards. Have all the financial information that you need, all the paperwork that you need, and make sure that you've spoken with your advisors about what your kind of top line and bottom line is if you're talking about finances. So make sure, first of all, that you've got all the practical stuff that you need, and make sure you're really well prepared and you know where everything is. Oh, and post-it notes, probably a really good idea as well. So you can make yourself a little note and slip it on the piece of paper somewhere so you can find it again easily.
Okay. Yeah,
so that's the first practical thing. Secondly, know what you can control. So you can control what you say, what you do, how you behave, what you wear. You can't control your ex. Okay. Talking about what you wear something, even if your meeting is online or your court hearing is online, wear something that makes you feel confident. So choose a colour that uplifts you. Okay, so for example, if you're going to wear red, that might make you feel maybe a bit aggressive. That's not such a great idea. Wearing green will probably help you to feel more confident. Wearing blue gives off an image of being very dignified and very professional. So think about the colours that you're wearing and what image you want to portray. Because what you wear can help you feel better. It can also affect how the other people in the room see you. I had one client who went and bought a whole new outfit for her court hearings, and this was her court outfit. And once the court was finished, she could then get rid of it. And she actually threw a red ribbon into her shirt, which she could kind of touch if she was feeling a little bit underconfident, and it would help her to feel that confidence again.
Amazing.
So wear something that makes you feel really confident, makes you feel good. Secondly, think about the outcome that you want. So you can control what you envision as being the outcome that you desire from this meeting. So do you want to come away from the meeting feeling in control? Do you want to come away feeling that you've done the best you can? I imagine you probably would. So I always say to clients, keep right in the forefront of your mind where you want to be in, say, 5 years' time. If you're going into a meeting with your ex and you know that in 5 years' time you want to be able to co-parent successfully together, or you want to make sure that you can sit at the same table when your children get married, say, keep that at the fore of your mind. And then every time you're about to say something, ask a question, quickly run through in your mind, is this going to take me nearer to or further away from that outcome that I'm looking for? Okay.
That's a great perspective. Yeah, I love that.
That kept me very much on the straight and narrow through a lot of discussions through my own divorce. I was very determined that when my children get married, I want us to be able to sit at the same table. And it stopped me from saying quite a few things that I probably would have regretted later. Also, before you go into your meeting or your court hearing, practice a kind of set of steps that can help you feel confident. Okay, so if you stand in front of a mirror, smile at yourself, put your shoulders back, smile, raise your arms high. Quite hard to feel down in that position.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, and stand there and say to yourself, you have all the resources you need.
Okay.
You can do this. And that will really help you to go in feeling on a high rather than on a low. The thing that I often get my clients to do is to write a list of all the things over the last 6 months they have achieved or learned or managed to do, and all the resources that they have developed over that time. Because as you look back, you can use what I call your wow brain. Use your wow brain to think, okay, wow, look how far I've come. Look what I've already achieved.
Yeah.
And I remember talking to a client once about this, and she was really worried about going into a hearing with her ex-husband. And I said to her, you know, what have you achieved over the last 6 months? She rattled off all these things. You know, she had open bank accounts, which she hadn't ever done before. She had booked flights to go on holiday with her sister, which she hadn't done before, and she expected online. I remember myself mowing the lawn for the first time after my ex-husband left, and feeling proud for myself that I could do this.
Yeah.
But get this list, write it down, look at it, keep it on your fridge, keep it by your bed. Look at it whenever you're having a bit of a wobble, and just remind yourself of all the resources you have. So all the skills you have, the resources you have, and all the things that you have overcome over the last, say, 6 months to a year, to fill yourself with that confidence, because you can do this too. And then I often run through a technique that I call being the Steven Spielberg of your own mind.
Okay.
So in NLP terms, this is kind of like a mind movie. So your memory and your imagination fire the same circuit to your brain. So your brain doesn't know the difference between something that you remember and something that you imagine. So if you can imagine going through the meeting that you're worried about, or the hearing that you're worried about, or the conversation you're worried about, often enough and strongly enough, when you come to actually do it in real life, your brain will think you've already done it, and it will know what to do. So I think it would be quite useful to practice this. If you can think of something, Kerry, that you're worried about, or even if it's really small, think of something you're worried about, and just make yourself comfy, shut your eyes, and imagine the scenario that you're worried about really vividly in your mind. Imagine yourself just before it starts. You're wearing exactly the clothes that you've chosen that make you feel confident. You're standing tall. And then watch the scene through like a movie in your mind, as though you're watching it on a big screen. Perhaps you're sitting at the back of the cinema. You watch the scene through, you see yourself saying exactly what you need to say. You're acting exactly as you would like, noticing how you hold your body and hearing your words. Watch that scene right through until it's finished, and you've come away knowing that you did your very best. Once you've done that, then rewind it right back to the beginning. Watch that video rewind. Get up out of your seat and move closer to the screen. Sit down again. So now the screen is bigger, the colours are brighter, the sound is louder. Everything's just that little bit more sharp. And again, watch yourself going through, even better than last time, wearing exactly what you want to, behaving as you want to, and saying the things you want to say, and behaving exactly as you would wish. And then watch that through again until it's finished. And then this time, I want you to step into that scene. You step into it, you're no longer watching it, and you're a part of it. You're seeing what's happening with your own eyes, you're hearing your own voice, and you're feeling your improved actions from within your own skin. Watch yourself again, going through that scene, behaving exactly as you would wish, totally in control of yourself, feeling confident and resourceful. watch it right through until it's finished again. And then slowly open your eyes and notice how good it feels now that you know exactly what you need to say and what you're going to do and how you're going to behave. I use that technique a lot with clients who are worried about something in particular. Anything from, I remember one client who was really worried about going to London, bumping into her ex on the tube. We practiced through what she would do if that happened. And I've used it lots and lots of times with people in the week before they have a court hearing or a mediation or a meeting with their ex. And that's something that once you've done it once, you could practice that again tonight. You could practice it again tomorrow morning, tomorrow night, until it's so comfortable that when you actually go to the meeting, your brain is really comfortable with what's happened and it thinks it's already done it.
Do you know,
those are my...
I was going to say, Claire, the bit that kind of was resonated for me then, I got goosebumps when I stepped into it. Like the stepping into it bit. I often think about things and I always am a viewer. I'm never the person. And when you said, "Oh, step into it," I thought I wouldn't be able to do that because I'm always, when I dream, I'm a viewer. And actually, I did step into it, and it gave me goosebumps. I was like, "Oh, this is
there you go."
Powerful, really.
It's a really, really powerful technique, and I've used it lots and lots of times with lots and lots of people, and I've never found it not to work. It's a really, really powerful technique. I use it myself all the time when I have something that I'm worried about doing. But yeah, really, really powerful. And you can even, we were talking about standing in front of the mirror before your meeting.
Yeah.
Stand in front of the mirror and run through that little exercise again. And it only takes, 2 or 3 minutes to do, but it leaves you feeling really confident and leaves you in a place where you know what it is that you need to do. Those are my top tips for preparing for any kind of meeting, any kind of mediation, court hearing, to help you feel less anxious.
Amazing. Thank you, Claire. It is really, really insightful to know that there are things that you can do that can just switch how you are feeling, getting that sense of control and knowing what's in your control. So I know this will be super, super powerful. Lots of the clients that I'm working with, I will be directing to this video and to your book, Claire. So thank you very much again for being an amazing guest, and I am sure I'll have you along again. Thank you, Claire.
Very much, Carrie.
Thank you.